What's up, soccer fans? Mike Guglielmi, Sons of a Pitch, Soccer Central. How y'all doing today? Picks and predictions for Week 15 of MLS action. We have lots of action to discuss coming up this week for Week 15. We've got 12 games coming up on the midweek, starting out tomorrow on Wednesday, and then we've got 13 matches over the weekend, Friday and Saturday. Lots of soccer ahead. Love it. Absolutely love the summer of soccer. Guys, hit that like button down below as well. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell as well so you don't miss any time we go live, whether it's a live stream reaction for one of the games or one of our picks and predictions videos or a regular podcast episode or any of the other content that we plan on producing coming up very, very soon. So with that being said, let's get right into the games here. Starting out on Wednesday, August 4th, Nashville SC visiting New England Revolution. Two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. This may be one of the best games of the week. The Revs come in at minus 136 favorites. Nashville comes in at plus 390, a draw at plus 250. This game is a very tough game to pick because you've got Nashville unbeaten in 12 games or 7 games or something crazy. And then the Revs, they have just continued to win. They've got Tajon Buchanan back. They've got Matt Turner back. I don't know if Matt Turner is going to start. My guess is that he's not, and that's why I'm going with the draw as my pick at plus 250 for the Revolution hosting Nashville SC. Montreal and Atlanta. Montreal at home at plus 115, Atlanta at plus 205, and the draw comes in at plus 260. My pick in this one, I'm going with Montreal. Atlanta just can't seem to get things going quite yet. I don't know what's going on with that team. I really don't. So I'm going Montreal, even though they just lost to Miami. They're going to be looking to bounce back. I'm taking Montreal plus 115. Next game up, Columbus Crew hosting DC United. DC comes in at plus 330 odds. Crew at minus 120 and the draw at plus 240. The Crew are going to want to bounce back after getting blown out by New York City last week. My pick, Columbus Crew to get the job done at minus 120. Again, guys, these picks, we're going to roll through them fairly quick. I'm not going to give you tons of breakdown on it because if I did, we're going to be here for like an hour. So let's get through these bad boys here, especially these midweek games. Toronto FC and the Philadelphia Union from Subaru Park in Philly. Philly comes in at minus 161, TFC at plus 370, and the draw at plus 320. This one's a good opportunity to make some money with Toronto FC. They've been playing much better. They're unbeaten in 5. Philly, they're better, but they're not as consistent as we want to see from the Philadelphia Union. They're not the same team as the past couple of years. So a good opportunity here with Toronto FC at plus 370 odds. They might be due for a win here, but I'm going Philly minus 161 as my pick for my $50. That's where that's going. New York City and the Chicago Fire. This one from Soldier Field in Chicago. The Citizens are rolling. They are favorites minus 109. Chicago Fire at plus 250 and the draw at plus 285. I've got New York City in this one. Chicago is a tire fire once again. Wiki is back from his little leave of absence that he had, which hopefully that's a good thing. I'm not sure exactly what kind of family issues he was having, but the team looked better without him as coach. Now that he's back, he looked like crap. So I'm going New York City with probably one of the hottest teams in MLS right now at minus 109 odds. Red Bulls hosting FC Cincinnati. Red Bulls come in at minus 178. Poor FC Cincinnati comes in at plus 440 and the draw at plus 320. Man, Cincinnati just can't seem to get things figured out, and they're not going to figure it out in this game either. I'm going with Red Bulls. Klimala and Fabio up top for the Red Bulls have looked very good together. I think they're going to run all over Cincinnati in this one. My pick, Red Bulls at minus 178. Orlando and Miami coming at you on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll be live for that one right here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central, so make sure you join us for that one. And this game, I've got Orlando to win this one. They're heavy favorites, minus 147. Miami at plus 330. The draw comes in at plus 310. Orlando, one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference. Miami, one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference. This game's in Orlando. It is a rivalry game, so there is that opportunity for Miami to kind of throw a wrench into things, but I'm going with Orlando at minus 147. Austin FC against Houston Dynamo. Austin comes in at minus 120. Houston comes in at plus 320. and the draw at plus 250. Austin's been struggling, especially as of late. Since they lost to the U15 Seattle Sounder team, Austin's been struggling, so them as a favorite kind of gives me a little bit of pause here. I like the options for Houston at plus 320. I also like the option of the draw at plus 250. So you know what? I'm going out on a limb here, and I am just gonna I'm gonna go with Houston to get the victory in this one. Houston at plus 320. Let's win some money on that one as an upset pick. Seattle Sounders FC Dallas minus 133 for the Sounders, plus 330 for FC Dallas. Draw comes in at plus 275. I said it on my regular podcast episode. I'll say it again on this one. If you don't bet every single game, do not bet this game. This is a trap game 100%. For me, I bet every single game. I do $50 a game. It's kind of like diversifying the portfolio with stocks, right? The more you bet, the more chance you're going to have to win a good amount of money and not lose a ton of money. So for me, in my pick in this one, I have to make a pick. I'm going to go Dallas at plus 330. Seattle's been struggling. They have not looked good as of late. They are getting killed with injuries at the moment. They just lost at home. I don't know. Dallas, they're so inconsistent. We don't know what's going to happen with them. Will they show up? My guess is that they will. I'm going to take the plus 330 odds for Dallas in that one and take them to win. LA Galaxy and Real Salt Lake. This one comes in at plus 103 for the Galaxy, plus 230 for RSL, and the draw comes in at plus 265. LA Galaxy showed up the other night against Portland when we were live for that one, and LA Galaxy seemed to be getting things back on track. Chicharito seems to be training again, so maybe he will see some minutes in this one. Maybe not. He'll be held out till the weekend, but I'm going LA Galaxy for the victory on this one, plus 103 at home for the Galaxy. I'm taking it. I'm going to take that double your money odds. All right, LAFC and Sporting Kansas City. This one, LAFC minus 169. Sporting Kansas City plus 420 and a draw at plus 310. This one, LAFC, what is it about LAFC, this team? The odds makers love LAFC. Look, Ramon and the LAFC fans in the building, I know your team is good, but man, they have not been putting up the results that would warrant these kind of odds every single week from a team. So LAFC at minus 169. Then you've got Sporting Kansas City at plus 420 in the draw at 310. Part of me wants to go with Kansas City for that plus 420, but I'm not 100% sure on it. I think it's going to go with a draw. LAFC has been drawing a lot as of late. SKC is a different team on the road than they are at home, but I'm going to go with the draw plus 310. Portland, San Jose from Providence Park in Portland. The Timbers got beat down by the Galaxy. The odds in this one, minus 126 for the Timbers, plus 280 for the San Jose Earthquakes, and a plus 300 for the draw. I think the Timbers bounce back. Being at home, their road form is complete trash. Being at home, their form is much better. I'm going with the Timbers in this one, minus 126 against the Earthquakes, who are going to be riding high over that victory over Seattle last week. Timbers get it done. All right, now moving to the weekend games here, guys. Cincinnati versus Orlando. FC Cincinnati at home at TQL Stadium. Orlando on the road. I still see Orlando. Cincinnati, they have got to start putting some consistent results together if I'm going to start picking them to win games going forward. So my pick, Orlando. Columbus and Atlanta. Columbus at home, Lower.com Stadium, the new stadium. Atlanta, still a tire fire. Really don't know what's going on with Atlanta as of yet. Maybe they just need that new coach. Maybe they need a couple more signings. They just brought in that one guy. Maybe things will start turning around for Atlanta and doing it soon, but I don't see it happening this week. My pick, Columbus at home at their new stadium to get the victory. Minnesota and Houston. Minnesota's been rolling. This team is rolling right now. They're at home against a struggling Houston side. I'm going with Minnesota to get the victory in this one. Minnesota is my pick there. Toronto FC against New York City FC. That's another game we'll be live for here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central. So again, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our awesome action, whether that's live stream reactions like TFC New York City on Saturday, or Canadians versus Swedes in the Gold Cup women's soccer match Thursday night. We got lots of action coming up for you here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer, so hit that button. My pick in this one, New York City. New York City's rolling way too much. TFC, they are starting to pick things up. They have gotten a lot of draws. They are unbeaten in 5, but New York City, come on now. New York City is firing on all cylinders right now. One of the best teams in the Eastern Conference right there with the New England Revolution at the top. That's my top 2 Eastern teams right now are the Revs and New York City. Dallas and Austin from Toyota Stadium there in Dallas. I'm going with FC Dallas to get the victory. They've been starting to put together some better results as of late, and they're getting a little bit more consistent. Being that it's a rivalry game, a new rivalry game in Texas, one of the battles for Texas, I'm going with Dallas for the victory. Colorado SKC. Colorado, another team that is continuing to grind out results. SKC, you don't know what you're going to get from them. They're on the road, so form-wise, I think I like the draw in this matchup. I'm going with the draw. And again, just as a reminder, guys, the odds are not out yet for these weekend games because we have the full slate of regular of action on Wednesday night. So no odds for these ones. Check out the odds once we get closer after the games on Wednesday. They usually come out Thursday afternoon, maybe Thursday morning actually too, depending on where you're at. So check out those odds and put your bets in for those ones after the midweek games. Now for Portland and RSL. Portland at home, I'm going with the draw. I just have a funny feeling about this game. RSL is not a bad team, but they're not a good team. This team is kind of middle of the road, and they're defensively suffocating, and they're a very boring team, really are. Ask Adam Lowe, he knows. So I'm going with the draw in this one for Portland and RSL. Chicago and the Red Bulls. Chicago at home, Red Bulls on the road. Red Bulls, if this game was in Red Bull Arena, I would be picking the Red Bulls, but Chicago, I think they get it done at home due to their home form being a little bit better. My pick, Chicago Fire, to at least get one victory this week during this two-game match week for the Fire. Miami and Nashville, a battle of the 2 expansion sides from last year, and man, this one... Nashville has just jumped over Miami leaps and bounds. It's so funny how this has gone. Miami was the team before the season started last year. It was, man, Miami is going to be so much better than Nashville. No question. Then as the season went on, Nashville starts picking things up, and Nashville ends up being the better team and beats them in the playoffs. Now, this year, it's not even close. Miami is a complete mess. I always want to say tire fire. It's like my favorite term, I guess. But Miami's a complete mess right now. The game is in Miami, but Nashville is continuing to pull together results. My pick, Nashville SC to get the victory. New England Revolution against Philadelphia. New England, as I just said, right there with New York City is the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference right now. New England at home, I can't see them losing at home right now. My pick, New England Revolution. San Jose Earthquakes against LAFC. San Jose at home, I think I'm going to go with LAFC in this one. I just have a feeling that LAFC will get the road victory over San Jose. It really doesn't impress me much. DC United against Montreal. We've got a draw in this one as my pick. DC and Montreal, 2 teams that are just kind of boring to watch. I'm going with the draw in this game. Last game up, LA Galaxy and Vancouver. LA Galaxy should be able to get it done against the struggling Vancouver side, although Vancouver is starting to pull together some more results as of late, pulling out some of those draws and the odd victory here or there. So there you have it, guys. There's my picks. I'll leave a spreadsheet up for you guys at the end of the video here for about 30 seconds or so. But also, I just wanted to say, guys, check out our join options down below. We have all kinds of awesome join options. We've got the $1.99 starter level. You're going to get the emojis plus you're going to get the emojis plus you're going to get the loyalty badges. Then the $4.99 designated player level. We've got a live stream reaction for members only. Nice small setting there. Members get the designated player and higher get their name listed in the description of the video and discounted merchandise. And then for the real-time sports bettors like you, if you're watching this video still, you should be signed up for our $9.99 a month All-Star option. I release my one video per week with all of my over-under picks as well as a prop bet player to score in each matchup plus a 3-team parlay just for All-Star members. So we just picked up a new one. Jurgen, thank you for joining as an All-Star. Much appreciated. Good luck on your bets this week, guys, and we will see you all very, very soon for that live stream reaction, Miami against Orlando coming up on Wednesday. Thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you very soon.